Hey everyone, back again with part 2 of this games room tour, and I've moved the angle around, and this time we can see kind of the opposite position. I'm at the TV and I'm looking back to where I was sitting. So there's my chair, quite a comfy chair, and a Kallax unit, another one. IKEA, so handy for getting affordable furniture it seems. Product placement. So I have a lot of magazines and books and stuff there in that unit, and I just put my tea because you can't game without a cup of tea. But behind that seat, and I'm going to have to do a bit of moving, well actually you can see some Rock Band stuff and a few bits more Lego there. We have some CD racks, and it's quite tight, it's quite a tight fit. I mean, the width of the room is dominated by the chairs. Well, you gotta sit. And behind that again are just some cheapy shelves. So I'm going to have to try and get by. There we go. There we go. So lots of, small little shelves, just to kind of to include a lot of the collector's items and the various bits and bats you get with games. Like we got figures on the top shelf. I may as well do a bit of a look. Oh, there's Ashley's contribution. So we got, Metroid's figure there, God of War. There's a Club Nintendo Game & Watch back there. Some Sonic stuff, Mario stuff, Donkey Kong, a bit more Lego. And then a few kind of plushies and collector's editions. There's Resident Evil Collector's Edition, DS, some N64 stuff, Game Boy Advance, NES Edition, a Wonder Board, which is pretty cool. There's the Jigsaw puzzle box, and then some console boxes down near the bottom, kind of on the floor really, because that's where we are. So you've got the N64, some Game Gear stuff, GameCube. If people want me to go into any of these in more detail, let me know, because this is just an overview. So these are some. These are basically this is the corner of disrepair almost. This is where the stuff goes when I haven't kind of filed it away. So they're kind of pickups. Most of those are Xbox games that Tony gave to me. Greatly appreciated, but I haven't kind of organized them yet. A few more boxes. And then we have kind of a little display-ish area. So we have handhelds, collector's edition stuff again. And we end up with another shelf, and I quite like that. There's 2 Assassin's Creed figures. Quite nice, quite big. And I didn't actually measure it, but they literally just about fit there, so it was worked out quite well. And behind them we have some Star Wars kind of picture cards. They're quite nice. I actually got them in a kind of a market in London. Very nice artist that did those. But here's another one of those angle walls. Just above the pictures we have, the other kind of angle roof. So, again, I was considering putting up some pictures or posters or something. Like maybe, because I do have another one of these jigsaws. I have a Zelda one, and I was, maybe get both of those and put them up there. Might kind of take the plainness off the area. But anyway, turning around, then we have the game shelves, kind of the main area. Anyone who's seen the old tours will have seen these because they're basically the same. They haven't changed too much, but I'll go through them. So we see on the top shelf then we have kind of like a Legend of Zelda display, largely newer stuff. I have the retro stuff in with the retro systems. So we have the various kind of DS's and Wii U and whatnot. I really like the Zelda series though, so really like is quite even mild. That's my favourite series. And then we have the Nintendo 64 shelf, largely boxed, a few loose carts near the end, and then one random Japanese cart, Star Fox. I actually have so many copies of Star Fox, it's unbelievable. Let me see. I was using those carts as a kind of a bookend there. We have the player's choice version. Put that back down. We have the Japanese version, and somewhere down in the right hand corner under the shelves I have the big box edition. Oh wait, I think I have it. Yep, there we go. So obviously a Lylat Wars fan. Not as much as Tony, mind you. He loves Lylat Wars. But that has dropped down to another Nintendo shelf where we have basically the GameCube. Very nice system. And above that we have the Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance boxed. And just behind them we have the NES and SNES box collection. I don't really have too much in the way of boxed Nintendo stuff. Getting ridiculously expensive to pick them up. Underneath that we have some newer systems. We have the DS and the 3DS. Really enjoyed the DS at the time, hence why decent sized collection. Because I forgot to mention, but everything here except for the Zelda one is double stacked. And we have the Wii U. It's definitely an underrated system. And right at the bottom we have a bit of a mixture. We have some Mega Drive stuff, some Game Gear stuff, some Atari 7800 stuff, and some loose carts. So next shelf over, we have the Sega shelf. Sega! So largely Master System, as you can see. So people will know about this collection. I might go into it in more detail at some point, but not now. It's near complete, missing a handful of titles. And then down at the bottom we have the Mega Drive games. Comparatively small compared to the Master System, which is in a way a little disappointing. But it's something I'll fix on over time. So, final shelf then, or final shelving unit. Again, we have the kind of bigger opening shelves. Because these are IKEA, you can essentially get extra shelves and put them in, which I did in this one here, the Sega shelf. So, we start off with PC at the top, a lot of the big box stuff. As much as I hate the storage of big box stuff, they do tend to look cool. And we have Xbox Original, Xbox 360 with a big Lego piece, and PSP. Or rather, I mean, can you really call that a PSP shelf? It's more like a Star Wars, Lego Star Wars shelf with some with some PSP. And then PlayStation 3, PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2 with some Lego boxes in the corner just peeking out. So there's also kind of a blank wall there, but not really room for shelves. So that's kind of how it stands at the moment. If anyone's got any suggestions or feedback, by all means let me know. I'm more than willing to play around with things, because I'm kind of, I guess I'm looking for, you know, ideas and to know what to do. I feel like I've reached a bit of an impasse. Haven't quite got a clear direction, and for that I'm reaching out to the YouTube community, or the Twitter community if you follow me there, Irish Nerd Life, or same on Facebook. And I've decided to end, for whatever reason, pointing at the shelves I didn't talk about. Kind of got basically in the CD shelves, we've got Saturn, Mega CD, NES, yada yada yada. If anyone wants to see these things in more detail, let me know and I will go through them. So anyway, I'm rambling, time to end it. Bye for now.